Good morning, everyone. Well, for some in Iowa, it's looking like a wet day, but for others, not so much. It's going to take a while for that rain to move in. So let's track this next round of rain for you on your hour-by-hour forecast. 8 a.m. this morning, everyone in the state dry. The rain's still down in Missouri, so no worries about rain for the morning commute. But when we jump ahead to the lunchtime hours, 1 o'clock, look how the rain really filling in from Omaha on up to the Cedar Rapids area. I'll mention the chance beginning around 1 o'clock for Waterloo, but I still think Mason City dry, Sioux City dry. Davenport, Quad Cities, I'm going to leave in the chance beginning in the early afternoon for a stray shower, but I do think the chance is low during the afternoon hours. Even when we jump ahead to 5 o'clock, look how there might be a couple of stray showers around, but the better chance of rain definitely to the west. Do think there's a good chance that you'll encounter rain in Waterloo or Sioux City as you're driving home from work. Outside chance in Mason City as well. Isolated showers, but still looking drier than areas farther to the south. But when we jump ahead to 9 o'clock this evening, look how the rain filling in across the state. And it's during the evening hours that we have best chance of seeing rain in the Quad Cities. This is mostly going to be showers because it's going to be a pretty cool day, but I do think we'll get a couple of storms to pop up. They will be weak storms, though, not worried about severe storms. And for this afternoon, evening, I think the best chance if we're going to see storms, it's going to be in the western half of the state. So I think the rain is going to peak during the overnight hours, looking like a wet night across the state. We jump ahead to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, though, and I absolutely still want to mention the chance of rain. Notice how we might be trying to dry out in the southeastern part of the state, but I think most are still going to be dealing with a combination of showers and, yes, storms tomorrow morning. Sioux City, Fort Dodge, Mason City, and, on over to the Quad Cities. I think for tomorrow, the chance of storms still there. Still not worried about severe storms. And I think we're going to see storms. It's going to be in the eastern half of the state, more likely tomorrow, because it's going to be warmer in the eastern half of the state. What we're going to see is a warm front push into the eastern half of the state. So we're actually going to see a really big temperature difference from the eastern part of the state to the western part of the state. We'll get to that in just a second. So there's 8 a.m. and it's right now looking like the morning hours are going to be the wettest. There's 11 a.m. and notice the rain kind of in the same locations. But in general, notice the intensity backing off. It's more just green. We're not seeing those shades of yellow and orange, so it looks like the chance for storms even going down as we go into the afternoon. Now, the one thing we're going to have to keep an eye on, it looks like we are going to see some new storms fire up in Illinois. Could those storms be a little bit farther to the west and over the Quad Cities? Yes, but right now, latest models say that the better storm chance is going to stay over in Illinois. This is 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and notice how more places starting to dry out. Can't guarantee anyone's going to be dry at 2 o'clock, but looking less likely that you're going to be seeing rain. And notice 5 o'clock, really transitioning to isolated showers, but there are those storms in Illinois. We'll keep an eye and see, depending on exactly where the warm front sets up, if those might end up being a little bit farther to the west, but latest models say they stay over in Illinois. So we'll keep an eye on that, and also keep an eye on temperatures. Let's wrap up talking about temperatures, because today already there's going to be some variation. So where that rain moves in during the late morning and early afternoon hours, look, Osceola, Des Moines, probably only seen highs in the 50s, but where it's going to take longer for the rain to begin, 64 in Waterloo, 64 in Sioux City, and because it's largely going to be dry during the day, the chance small during the daytime hours today in the Quad Cities, probably going to hit 70 degrees. Now, no matter where you are in the state, it does look like a breezy day. Gusts are going to be around 25 miles per hour. And unlike most nights where we say the winds are going to go away, I do think it's going to stay breezy tonight. And I think it's going to be a little bit warmer to the east, a little bit cooler to the west. Temperatures either near normal or a little bit below normal for this time of year, ranging from the mid-50s to the upper 40s. And gusts are still going to be around 20 miles per hour. So I do want to mention a little bit of a wind chill factor. And guess what? It's going to stay breezy tomorrow as well. Gusts picking back up to around 25 miles per hour. And look at the temperature difference tomorrow. So we have pretty high confidence in the forecast in the eastern part of the state, the far eastern part of the state, and the far western part of the state. For the far western part of the state, it looks like high temperatures are only going to reach the mid to upper 50s. In the far eastern part of the state, where this warm front is going to be pushed in, though, we're talking about high temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Where the uncertainty is how far to the north and west does this warm front push. So the greatest uncertainty in the forecast right now for places like Osceola, Des Moines, Waterloo. If the warm front clears you, you could get into the 70s. But if it doesn't, you could also end up getting stuck in the 50s. So a little bit more uncertainty in this temperature forecast than usual for the central part of the state. So look for an update tomorrow morning.